Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Flight Simulator. Today we're going to be taking a look at the UH-60 slash SH-60 mods. Good lord, I can't talk. It's the same mod download, so you download one, you'll have both. Primary difference between the UH-60 and the SH-60 actually is in the tail wheel. They're different aircraft usability types, so the UH-60 more of a utility aircraft, can be used as a gunship, that sort of thing. The SH-60 is more of a submarine hunter, but the easiest way to tell is in the tail wheel. The UH-60 has a rear-mounted tail wheel here, while the SH-60 will have a mid-empennage-mounted tail wheel somewhere around here. It's a dual wheel tail wheel versus the UH-60 singular as well. But that's neither here nor there. Let's hop inside where it's a little bit quieter, actually. It's nice. This cockpit, we're just gonna have to deal with that starter sound. I have no idea how to not make it make that noise. I've started the aircraft hot in the air. I've started it on the runway ready to take off. I've started it cold and dark. Done the auto engine start sequence. I have no idea how to turn it off, and this aircraft is not to the point where it can be used as a standalone. So, sorry, not sorry, but we're just gonna have to deal with that today. Mostly non-clickable. These two switches here control your rear doors. That's probably one you'll want to know. Maybe not. There we go. Okay, so I guess the left switch controls the right door. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Whatever. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of clickability. Whole displays here don't do anything. Same with a lot of these switches here. Non-clickable, non-clickable. And the vast majority of switches on your upper panel here are also non-clickable, except for a few. You saw me toggling the anti-ice switches. I don't even know if icing's modeled. These are your fuel cutoffs, so if you flip those forward, it'll shut off the helo. You do have a dome light, green dome light switch right there. If you wanted to use that for night ops or whatever, we're going to be leaving that off. And that's about it. So let's try a hover taxi, and we'll see see how that goes. It is also worth noting there's a third-party software you have to have for this mod. It's the Airland FS, I guess, companion app. If you have the R44, you already have it, so you just load the config for the UH-60. Anyway, let's take a look at a hover from the outside here. And we'll add some collective. Rear wheel wants to come up first, so it's pretty twitchy, admittedly. Tail wheel doesn't interact when it's supposed to. It's right there. I should have tail wheel on the ground, which is how, if you ever have seen a real UH-60 land, they put the tail wheel down first 9 times out of 10. Either that or it'll do a 3-pointer. But yeah, hover taxiing is going to be less than easy here, but we'll give it a shot. It's very twitchy, very touchy. Not as touchy as the R44, but nonetheless, I think the performance delta on this is a bit skewed as well. This, collective-wise, performs better than other rotorcraft I've flown in DCS, so... But what can you do? Right, let's do a high-performance takeoff here. Let's stabilize first. We're going to smash the collective forward and slam our nose down. Ready? Here we go. So just that amount of response from the collective is really, in my opinion, unrealistic. It looks even worse from the inside. So let me go idle collective here. And we'll get back to near zero speed. Actually negative speed. And I'm not a good helicopter pilot. Those of you who've seen my DCS videos know this. Okay, so we're in a pretty steady vertical state. We're drifting a little bit hover-wise. or lateralize. But watch what happens when I slam the collective up. Ready? I'm sorry, that's not happening. Not in a big old heavy UH-60. You'll snap your blades off before the helo responds in that way. But anyway, let's take a little short flight here. Use to our advantage some of this ridiculous collective. I'm also noticing only one of my engines is working. Hold on. Is that true? Yeah, I only have heat blur out of one of them. Cool. So I don't know what to do about that. Maybe that's why I kept hearing the starter. It's trying to start. Yeah, look, there goes engine 2 trying to start again. Not sure what's up with that, but welcome to what is arguably some of the worst point of interest scenery I've ever seen in Flight Sim. Absolutely egregious. And it's crazy. This is, like I said, it's a point of interest on the map. This looks awful. They've done a disservice to the folks who live near this dam, to the folks who created this dam, to the folks who work at and service this dam. What in God's green earth is that? But that's a little flight sim for you. Not a super maneuverable aircraft, but you can get her in a pretty nice 90-degree bank. You have to have a little bit of horizontal speed on, but this definitely doesn't fly like any real UH-60 I've seen. I've seen plenty flying. So go up right to our VNE. We'll slam the stick back. And try for a loop here, which the UH-60 definitely can't do. The real one, at least. Hey, look, we can't do one here either. I'm dead. Okay, so there you go. Realism has taken over. Slew mode, please. Hey, look at that. Like them. Even the water mesh data. So I see it's kind of higher hills over here, and we'll get to look at the dam here in a second. Don't worry. But I see it's kind of steeper hills here. It's like leftover logs or something. But the fact that the water just wraps up the side of the hills, like what is that? One Flight Sim. It's water, not slime. I digress. Let's go look at this abomination over here. This is definitely more of a fun flyer. You know, just for getting out, seeing some scenery. You know, if you wanted to pull up on the dam here and do a quick landing or something. It's a very good aircraft for that sort of thing. The dam itself looks pretty good. I can't speak to how it looks in real life, but from a I've never seen it perspective, it looks pretty good. It's just all of the terrain data around it is abysmal. Yeah. I could have cleaned up, so if I come over here, it's where the dam meets its land shoring. You can actually see the Bing Maps data from the dam. They really could have just gotten rid of this and filled it with a generic texture, but I guess it's easier to do that than to individually look at every single asset that someone might go look at, but at the same time, this is a point of interest. Why wouldn't you clean up the area of a point of interest? You know, I could see if this was, you know, if I was a local to this area and I saw this dam and I was like, oh yeah, I want to go check this out, and it looked like this, I'd be like, okay, well, at least they put a dam there. Oh look, there's a little guy in a Cessna trying to land, and he's disappeared. Okay, never mind. Guessing you would like me to try to set down on the dam. I'll give it a shot. I've got low hopes, personally. Try to go right in between these two towers here. Actually, no. It's not before. We've got the stoppage. Oh, rearward movement. Oh god, we're dead. Dead. Extra dead. Let's try that again. A little bit of altitude, a little bit of speed. We will go to attempt to set down between those two towers. Very difficult to fly externally, I've noticed. Okay, get our aft attitude going. Nice steady rate of descent. A little bit unstabilized, but we'll continue. When did I open? No, close those. What are you doing? So we'll attempt one takeoff and landing on the dam from the outside. I don't have high hopes. Actually need a better perspective. That looks good, but I can't see any perspective, so I'm gonna go on the far side of this tower here. And we'll do a nose bomber off of the side of the dam. That's not going well. Let's abort. We're going to go try to land over by this little house I just saw to the left of us. Do a more aggressive landing style here. I can't do it from the outside. Sorry, not sorry. Alright, we're just gonna RTB. This is not really a flight model worth showcasing. It's fun to beat around in, but not very rewarding for any precision landings or anything. So let's dive off the edge here. Pull up, no kidding. That's another thing to note, is with helicopters, the engines are actually running at full speed all the time. You'll get a little bit of variance in the rotor speed, the speed between the output shaft of the gearbox of the helo, as well as the actual speed of the engines. Just from wind interference, you know, as you increase your collective, it's harder for the blades to pass through the air because they're generating more lift, sort of idea. Oh, we're dead. Alright, well, just suplex those trees really quick, that's fine. But all of this pitch changing, that stuff doesn't, no, not on UH-60s, not on most helicopters, not on any turbine driven one that I can think of, so definitely not. Back at our arrival airport, let's do an aggressive stop here. Cross over the threshold, nose are up, collective back. Oh. There's a baseball field over there. School bus ghosts, I guess you could call them. A hard time believing that cars just travel this roadway this frequently, but again, why would you custom model it? It doesn't make any sense. So let's get her down here. About as good as it's gonna get. Oh, thank you, Mr. Follow Me Car. We appreciate you. Not really, actually. Get lost. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, take it easy. Let's do a backflip. Nope. Not a chance.